Hey guys, so this issue with Megan Thee Stallion and 1501 made me realize that a lot of people do not understand the mentality that one needs to have when running a business or when getting into partnerships with a business, with another business. And I kind of wanted to make this video and point certain things out. But before I get to that, I'm surprised to see that a lot of people took sides with 1501 over Megan Thee Stallion, and because she seemed to have a lot of supporters, but it seems as though everybody believes that it is her fault that she's in the predicament that she's in, and 1501 did the right thing, and Megan should have read the contracts more closely to make sure she knew what she was signing. And I just want to bring certain things to light regarding this issue that's going on and sort of connect it to how people should think when conducting business in general. So I'm going to give a quick summary just in case anybody is lost at all. Okay, so Megan signs a deal with 1501. They are now representing her, they're managing her and everything. 1501 get into partnership with 300 Entertainment. 300 Entertainment is another entertainment company, and they are going to, I guess, promote the Megan Thee Stallion and other aspects of the work that 1501 does. But then 300 Entertainment goes into partnership with Rock Nation, and Megan Thee Stallion, who is signed with, who is in contract with 300 Entertainment, 1501, also through 300 Entertainment goes into partnership with Rock Nation, because Rock Nation is a much bigger company than 1501, which Megan first signed with, and they will give her more opportunities. And upon her going into partnership with Rock Nation, she became aware through Rock Nation's attorneys that she is in a terrible contract with 1501, and how little she will be getting in terms of, you know, the amount of work that she puts in and what she will be paid by the time she pays all her fees and takes care of other aspects of business. As a result of this realization, Megan decided to renegotiate her contracts with 1501, and 1501 was not having it. It developed into some sort of a feud. Carl Crawford, the part owner of 1501, partnered with Jay Prince, who also has his entertainment company, and quite frankly, he's not exactly a good pillar of society. Both of them basically made some subtle threats to whoever they believe was trying to deprive them of what they're entitled to, and things took a turn for the worse after that. And they attempted to stop her music, and then Megan filed a lawsuit and requested a restraining order against 1501 in terms of her image and allowing her to release new music, as 1501 was refusing to let her release music. So the restraining order was granted, and Megan was able to drop her album a couple of days ago. As far as what type of contract that she signed, it is a 360 deal, which is that the company that she signed with, 1501, gets to take some of her income from all sources of income that she gets, including 60% of her recording income, 30% of her merchandise, 30% of her touring, and Megan would have to assume financial responsibility for her work. And by her work, I mean her studio time, her hairstylist, her fashion stylist, makeup artist, and her touring, just the financial cost that comes with being an artist. It is a huge financial responsibility to place on the artist. That is why many artists end up making no money. And the 1501 basically will be able to take a lot of Megan's income from all sources without doing majority of the work. They will do as little work as possible. And that was what Megan realized, and that is why she decided to renegotiate her contract, and 1501 is not having it. Now, let me talk about the real reason why I'm making this video, which is this. You cannot go into business as I am an individual dealing with another individual. You cannot be nice and sweet about the company that you're dealing with. You have to be strictly professional, and you have to be strictly all about your business, which means you have to be a beast when you need to be one. To expand on that, what I mean is this. If you sign a contract, whether or not you read it, whether or not you understood it, whether or not you agreed with it at the time that you signed the contract, if you come to realize that the contract does not favor you and it favors the company a lot more than it does you, and you're putting in much of the work, it is okay for you to try to renegotiate your contract. There is nothing wrong with it. I do not understand a lot of people when they say that, well, why is she trying to negotiate her contract? She read it, she knew what she signed. It doesn't matter if you knew what you signed. Matter of fact, it doesn't matter if you understood what you signed. It is still okay to go back and say, can we renegotiate, because I realized that this does not serve me well at all. It is perfectly okay to do that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is this. As a business owner, you have to be absolutely selfish about your business. You need to be. It is okay to conduct honest business. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't be honest in your business. You should be honest in your business and provide good service to people. But when you deal with a company that you have a partner, but you're in partnership with, I am not talking about when you deal with your clients. I'm talking about when you deal with another company that you're in partnership with. It is okay for you to be focused on what you and your business is getting in return from the partnership. And it is okay if you do not get what you set out to get, to try as much as possible to get it for yourself. If you need to go into partnership with a bigger company and use that bigger company and their resources to get you out of your previous contracts, which is what Megan is doing, it is absolutely okay. The entertainment business is not a charity organization, and it is not the kind of business that you go into with a soft heart and kindness, and you try to treat everyone nice and with respect and think you're going to get it back. It doesn't work that way. When you're in a particular business and the business is being conducted in a particular way, you either learn and master how to conduct your business the same way, or you get out of the business entirely. So if you want to succeed in the entertainment business, you have to be a beast. You have to use every resource that you can get access to get yourself in the best possible position, which is what Megan Thee Stallion is trying to do. I 100% support Megan trying to get out of this deal, because it is a terrible deal. She will end up with nothing. Imagine getting just $10,000, and I mean that's some, I guess that's a good amount of money if you're a breakout artist, but come on, there's some 9 to 5 jobs that you can make $10,000 in 4 months, so it's like, what is that? That is nothing. Or even in 2 months, you can make that. So that is nothing. So and I understand she wasn't as big as she is now before she signed with 1501, but the fact of the matter is she's now in a position to fight for more for herself, and that is exactly what she's doing. She's not trying to cheat them out of anything. She's simply trying to renegotiate her contract using the new resources that she now has access to. If you are planning to ever have a business and you think that by being nice and sticking to a terrible contract, you're going to somehow succeed, I'm telling you right now, that is not the case in any industry. You're just not going to succeed. And the entertainment industry specifically is an insane one. You get eaten up alive. You wonder why some of your favorite artists are no longer making music. This is the reason. Recording studios and entertainment companies such as 1501 and other companies that make their new artists sign 360 deals are the reasons for that. They take as much as they possibly can. First of all, if an entertainment company such as 1501 makes an artist that they see potential in sign 360 deal, that already is them being selfish and looking out for themselves in the best way possible. And so you cannot expect the artist not to do the same. The artist has to do the same thing that the companies are doing. They have to look out for themselves in the best way possible and to get as much for themselves as they can, which means they have to put themselves in the best position possible to get all that they can. And that's what Megan's trying to do through Rock Nation. So I'm really surprised that people are not supporting Megan. I feel like more people should support her in trying to put herself in a better position. I 100% support her. I do not support an entertainment company that makes new artists sign 360 deals. It does not matter whether the artist read it or not. Sometimes you might read something and you would think that you understand it, but you don't truly understand something unless you're immersed in the industry or in the aspect of whatever the contract is talking about. And when you're new, especially as an artist or in any business for that matter, when you're new in the business, you might think you know a lot about it just because you read some words somewhere and you heard something somewhere. It doesn't mean you truly understand it. You have to be in it really deeply to truly understand it. And I think that's what happened to Megan here. And I hope she's able to somehow expedite this process so she can be free from this. But this video is not specifically about Megan and her drama. It's just about the mentality that people should have in business. And in summary, if you're ever trying to have a business, like if you're going to take on gigs or even a freelance gig or an artist or a model or whatever, an actor, and you have this mentality of, well, I signed it, so that's that. No, that is not the way that you want to succeed, because success will not get to you that way. You have to continue to find better resources that you can gather for yourself in order to put yourself in the best possible position. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
You have to be a beast. That's the only way they respect you.